My name is Maximilian Doty, and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. I was born here at Maryvale Hospital in 2002, July 11th. I grew up skateboarding. I started skateboarding when I was 4 years old, and I skated with my dad, and he had a skate shop when I was younger, so I kind of just grew up in the crowd, you know, where there was a lot of things that usually kids don't really get introduced to as early as I did, like weed and different kinds of stuff, kind of partying. So I didn't really grow up being introduced to the love of Jesus. You know, I got introduced that my parents loved me because they were my parents, not because Jesus loved them or they loved Jesus, you know. Okay, so yeah, when I was 15, I started really experimenting. I had no knowledge of evil and of good, really. I didn't have any knowledge of sin and what it meant what it meant to really sin and how serious it was. Dude, this is crazy. This is so hard. This is so hard doing it in front of the camera. I never do this. So I came to Jesus January of this year. Best decision I've ever made in my life and I will ever make in my life was coming to the Father and accepting that free gift of salvation. It's the sickest thing ever. So at the time, my life was crazy. It was a lot crazier than it was when I was 15. I started experimenting with psychedelic mushrooms, and I started digging deep into Buddhism and shamanism, Eastern mysticism, and I started getting into teachings that weren't of Christ. I was playing in a band at this time, and it was a two-piece. It was me and this other dude, and he was a drummer, and his name's Atticus, and he loved Jesus. And so my friend is talking to me about Revelation. He's telling me how things are happening right now that are so applicable to the Bible. Man, I'm hearing this, and he's telling me this, and for the first time in my life, I felt a fear. I felt a fear that wasn't like a fear I've ever felt. This fear was coming from God. It wasn't coming from Atticus, but it was coming from God, and so the only person that can answer this fear is God. And so I go into my room, and I had this Bible that was sitting, so funny, it was sitting behind all of the spiritual books that I had been reading. Be Here Now, The Alchemist, all this stuff. So it's sitting behind all of these books, and for some reason I'm I need to figure this out for myself. I need to grab my Bible and just talk to God. And I turned my page randomly. I just randomly turned it. I'm I need to know more. This is exciting. I've never read the Bible and been this moved before. So I opened just random page, turned the page, and the next page was about the purpose of a follower of Christ. And that's to minister the love that I've been given by God. And immediately, that feeling in my heart just was lifted. That heaviness in me was lifted. And I was what? I think I just got saved by Jesus. Yeah, eventually, the weed, gone, that. The pornography, gone, that. Everything in my life that took over me, that was an addiction, was gone, that. And months, just no smoke, nothing. I didn't even have the desire, and I still have no desire for it. It's literally gone, and my desires are towards Him. And that was my first initiative after that was to tell people, was just to be hey, I've been looking in so much of this, and out of everything that I've been looking for, whether it was the meditation and the weed and the mushrooms, I never found so much truth as I did that moment I read the Bible and that moment I prayed to Jesus. And so when I was excited, you know, it was crazy. I was just yeah, I'm gonna get baptized. And so when I got baptized, it just it was just a freedom that was yeah, this is what my life's about. My life isn't about skateboarding. It's not about anything in my life that was in my past. It's about, truthfully, it's about Jesus, and 100% Jesus. So my life, after I got baptized, I started not just talking to the skate park, but talking to everybody about Jesus. Because I had this joy and this zeal in my heart and in my whole entire existence, my spirit, my body, everything just had this excitement for telling people about Jesus. So I come to the skate park. My ministry is focused at Goodyear Skate Park. It's focused on the skate community because I'm able to relate to these kids in such a way. And it's incredible. You'd be amazed on how many kids in the skate community are willing to be just open to listening to the word and to the truth about Jesus and what He's done on that cross. If the Lord tells me to talk to somebody, I'm going to talk to somebody. And it's that obedience, because obedience truly is the best form of worshiping God. It's the best way to tell God that I am willing to follow you for the rest of my life. You know, you can say that, but you want to act that out. It's about acting it out and being like, Lord, I am here as a living sacrifice. Take my life, take everything. If you want me to go talk to this dude with a pentagram tattoo on him, I'll talk to him. Because the truth is when you obey God, it can not only open the hugest door for you, but the hugest door for people around you. So yeah, that's what I do. I preach the gospel with boldness and with love, you know, genuinely loving on people and speaking the truth in love. Yeah. Sick.